Good evening and thank you for joining us. For the fourth day in a row, the Senate expense scandal has grown beyond the inappropriate use of taxpayer dollars. Now the Prime Minister's grip on his own party is being threatened. Global News has learned a number of Conservative senators are planning to break party ranks as they debate whether to suspend Mike Duffy, Pamela Wallin and Patrick Brazeau without pay. This week, those three laid out a case to keep their jobs and put the blame squarely on Stephen Harper. Our coverage begins once again tonight with Mike Couteur on Parliament Hill. Mike?
Well, Robin, over the last few days, Senators Brazeau, Wallin and Duffy all warned their colleagues in the upper chamber if they vote for this motion, they too could be suspended. And it seems that is weighing heavily on the minds of everyone in the Senate. Now, a vote on all three of these motions will likely happen early next week, and it gives each senator plenty of time to think about exactly what they are going to do. Robin?
Mike Couture in Ottawa. Thanks, Mike. Today, the Prime Minister faced another barrage of questions about what and when he knew about the secret payment his former Chief of Staff, Nigel Wright, made to Mike Duffy. Since the Senate scandal broke, Stephen Harper's position on Senators Duffy and Wallin has evolved, and the opposition is having a field day reminding him of that. Take a listen. All right, let's bring in our chief political correspondent, Tom Clark. Tom, after all of that, what are Harper and his advisors talking about tonight, especially as they head into the Tory convention next week?
Yeah, their office is right behind me, Robin. They're probably saying, how did this all go so horribly wrong and how on earth do we fix this? Now, on the plus side, there is nothing so far that puts Stephen Harper in the room when Nigel Wright cut the $90,000 check. And that's a big deal because it goes to the heart of the question of credibility. His claim that he knew nothing about it has not been seriously damaged. But on the negative side, there are signs that he's losing his iron-fisted control of his caucus, as we heard from Mike Couture. To lose Senator Don Plett is a really big deal. He was the former president of the party. It opens the door to more defections or perhaps a diplomatic flu among Conservative senators when the vote on suspension is taken. Now, if Harper loses that vote, his authority is in real doubt. But tonight, Robin, I can tell you the Conservatives are telling us that they do have the numbers to pass this suspension next week. But the fact that this is even close represents a real blow to the PMO.
Tom, this was supposed to be the new session in the House of Commons. What happened to the reset of the Harper government?
Well, Robin, as you know, according to the PMO's political plan, we were supposed to be talking about nice things like pick and pay TV, cell phone roaming charges, European free trade. This was supposed to be a very happy fall for Stephen Harper. Instead, his whole political strategy for October lies in ruins, and he's scrambling to defend his own reputation. And what's worse for him, this is far from over. Even if the senators are expelled next week, there is still the RCMP investigation. I'm thinking, Robin, that whoever cooked up the fall strategy for the PMO might be next in the unemployment line.
All right, as always, thanks for your insight, Tom.
You bet.